Welcome to Vancouver's West End, where I live and work and play.
It's early morning in Stanley Park. You can see the grass is still really brown, even after 2 days of heavy rain. We had 77 days without rain. And last summer was super hot at one point. We had a heat dome. And Stanley Park, as you can see it from our balcony, started to turn brown. There's a lot of dead wood out there. And I think the park is at risk, at high risk right now. So let's go take a look up close and see what I'm talking about.
On the 6th floor of our building, in the concrete staircase, there is a dead body of a looper moth. Last summer there were thousands of these flopping around in this staircase and every other staircase in the city because the looper moth population explodes every 15 years. 4 years in a row we had infestations of looper moths all around Vancouver, and they were everywhere. I believe these are the real culprit of why Stanley Park is in trouble. So let's go take a look. Okay, we're about a quarter of the way through around the park, and as you can see, the perimeter looks pretty healthy. It's quite green, but once we get inside, you'll see all the dieback. There's a couple trees there. You do see dead trees along the way, but it's mostly on the interior. Okay, we're about a third of the way around Stanley Park on our Sunday morning run. We've done this hundreds of times. This is a common sight here in Stanley Park. You can see the fire hazard is at extreme, so I have to give credit to Stanley Park. They put signs around warning people, and there's fire hydrants all through the park, but there's so much dead wood in the park it could spark at any moment, and I do worry about that. We get 8 million visitors to the park every year, and most of them are in the summer, and some of them are not that careful. Okay, we're about 2/3 of the way around the park. You can see why I love this place. I'll never get sick of this running route. There's Siwash Rock at the point, and in the background, UBC. What a beautiful morning.
We're at Second Beach in Stanley Park. Brand new sign just got installed last week. Clearly somebody at the parks board's as alarmed as I am. I'm assuming they're putting more of these around the park, which is great.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. There are a lot of dead trees in this space here. Just entering the park. It sure looks combustible to me. And I don't think it's the dry, hot weather that's doing it. You see, every 15 years the looper moth hatches, and it hatches every year for 4 years after that. And there are millions and millions of them. And they invaded the lower mainland around Vancouver for the last 4 years. And guess what their food is? It's cedar and fir trees. So I think these trees have been eaten to death by the looper moth. It's a theory. Anyway, let's look at the next spot. Okay, we're deeper into the park. This is just the approach, the beginning of the approach to Prospect Point. And you can see there's like 10 dead trees here. Well, that doesn't look great. There's a lot of dead wood up there. Down below too. Dead branches everywhere. We're about as deep into the park as you can get right now. It's beautiful in here, but bone dry. even after a solid 48 hours of rain. And I think most of the dieback can be attributed to the looper moth. You don't see them much anymore, but last summer and the summer before that and for the last 4 summers, they were just hanging from all these trees. The caterpillars were hanging from all these trees after they had denuded them for food. And, you know, maybe this is just a natural process and I should relax and let it happen, but it sure looks like a lot of kindling to me. So what do we do about it? I'm sure the Parks Board would welcome suggestions. I just hope we're okay for this summer. Until next time.